So I got this. Oh no, it already broke. So a few days ago I made a car and it looks like this. So this runs off a battery power and a solar panel which fell off. However, the only limitation was we can only work on this at school. So I had no soldering iron, no hot glue gun, none of that stuff. So I'm gonna reimagine this and hope everything goes well. So firstly, actually hold on, let me actually clean my desk. Alright, well I suspect it's clean enough. Now let's actually get started. So I'm just gonna get rid of all of this tape because I don't need it. Alright, that's all the tape, go away. Now let's address the first thing. This little solar panel right here. Alright, so this guy, first of all, I need to move these wires from here to here and here to here. So I suppose the first thing we'll do is just relocate these wires and get rid of the alligator clips because this one came off. I'm gonna take this one off too. And I actually might use these for something someday, who knows. My soldering iron is making a lot of fumes. Maybe I should clean the head. That's too late. Alright, so first things first, relocate these wires. Alright, then move that over to here. Alright, that's one done. Let's relocate the next one. Oh. Alright, that's both of them done. So this is semi-ready to go. Now we need to move on to the actual car and the batteries. Okay, so let's address this guy. This is the best that I could get these wires to be. It's not very good, but if it works, it works, but I want it to work in a good way. So we're gonna solder these guys in. Pull these extra wires out that I don't need. So I'm gonna solder this guy in, solder all the outputs to this other end of the switch, and it should be ready to go. I just need to clean up the wires. Alright, so this little connector went to the old solar panel before I upgraded it for a better one. So this connector can go because I don't need it. There we go, free connector. I'm gonna put it in my scrap bin. Then I'll strip these ends. Oh, that is ugly, but it is working. Let me actually make sure the switch still works before I install it. Alright, I have my multimeter set up to continuity, so when these two touch, it beeps. So let's make sure the switch works properly. So with it off, no contact. With the switch on, yes, it still works. I didn't break it. Put that down and go back to wiring the switch. To make this easier for me, I'm gonna get a random wire and I am going to just solder all the other wires to it. There's just a random one on the ground, so I'm just gonna use that. Okay, so now I'm gonna thread this through here, something a bit like that, and we solder it in. Oh, I'm melting the switch. Whoops. So with that, I think it's time to put the motor in and the solar panel. Alright, these are overly long, so I might actually need to do some shortening just to get it to work. Well, that's an ugly solder job, but it worked. Now I just need to clean up all these wires and find a place to put the switch. And I think we're about done. This hot glue gun has had some stuff on it. I don't know what that is. It feels fluffy. I think someone got like a pipe cleaner and it stuck onto here and they pulled off all the fur. That's what I get for using a hot glue gun that's not actually mine. Alright, so I think I'm gonna put the switch right about here. Alright, look at that. Nice little location for the switch. So with that done, time to finish the tidying. The battery pack, actually hold on. First I gotta wire up all the grounds. All of the negatives are wired up. Cover up all the exposed wires with hot glue. This is going to be very hard to repair if I need to do anything. Alright, let me glue the bottom of this guy. Stick it on the... Oh, I made it too big. It's gonna drip off the edge. There we go. It's starting to look complete. If this is long enough, I can just get rid of this wire entirely and just go directly onto there. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, immediately after I glued all of the wires together, these little contacts here are gonna touch this guy, which is metal, and I don't want to short the solar panel, so let's hope my tape forgives me and decides to work. Yay, no more exposed contacts. And so now, we just put a tiny dab of hot glue. Oh, well, the hot glue just stuck to the tape and pulled it off of here, so, I think I'm just gonna glue that or something. So, I found a random piece of garbage just on the floor. I'm sure it'll suffice. I'm sure it'll work, right? Yeah, it'll work. Glue it on. I think the centering is good enough. Just need to get these hot glue strands off. I think it's ready to try. Well, I don't have enough time to test the solar panel, so let's just test it with the batteries. Quite conveniently, I don't have any spare batteries I can use the moment I'm gonna make this video. So instead, we can use the DC power supply right here. This is why I need those extra alligator clips. This one has been obliterated. It's all mangled. This is what it should look like. So I'm just gonna replace that. I should probably change this one too, because this has seen better days. Look at that. Brand new alligator clip. This is the new one, and this is the old one. I really wish that these were bigger, but no, they are not. Okay, this one is being stubborn, so I'm just gonna solder it in. Alright, let's turn on the power supply. Alright, 3-volt here. Switch off. Output. And turn it on. It's not doing anything. Cool. Let's turn it off. But that is successful. So put my power supply away. Oh, look at that. There were 2 batteries just on the floor conveniently placed by each other. So that's good. This looks very much better than it used to look. Oh my gosh. And it's spinning. Oh, there it is. It's good now. Kind of. And if I wanted to disconnect the batteries and do completely solar powered, then I can do so. But if I want to do battery power, I can just flip this in and it'll work. And that concludes this video. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.